Madam Lickfinger, the Evil Cook, Part 2. Outside, the cube grew more impatient. Then, without warning, the door swung wide open. Madam Lickfinger began serving. One by one, she dished out steaming plates of pepper soup and grilled meat, each portion more aromatic than the last. Her hands moved swiftly, almost mechanically. The customers devoured their meals greedily, their eyes rolling with pleasure, their faces lit with unfiltered satisfaction. "This pepper soup is heavenly," one man mourned, licking his lips. "No one else can cook like this." His friend nodded vigorously, chewing loudly on a chunk of meat. "The way it melts in your mouth. What kind of meat is this?" But the question faded as quickly as it came. He took another bite, and another. What they didn't know, what none of them knew, was that the meat they cherished so deeply wasn't from any animal. It was human flesh, meticulously chosen, expertly prepared, and the rich, irresistible taste of the pepper soup. It came from water used to wash the dead. But how did Madam Lickfinger become this way? How did a once promising young woman fall into such unspeakable darkness? Years ago, she was known as Adora, a beautiful, intelligent girl born in the same village where she now ran her infamous restaurants. But Adora's life had been stained with sorrow from the beginning. Her mother died during childbirth. Her father passed mysteriously when she was just 5 years old. Some said it was poison. Others whispered that grief had broken his heart. Either way, Adora was left orphaned and alone. The villagers believed she was cursed. Bad luck follows that one like a shadow. They would mutter, crossing the street whenever she walked by. Even the children avoided her, mocking, pointing, throwing stones. She grew in loneliness, bathed in hatred and silence. But the deepest wound Adora ever bore was the death of her happiness. She had once been married to Shadrach, a kind, hard-working farmer who defied the whispers and superstitions of the village. With him, she had found a rare joy. However brief, tragedy struck swiftly and cruelly. Their children, born healthy, died one after the other, never surviving beyond their first birthdays. Then one morning, Shadrach himself was found lifeless in their home, his face frozen in pain. The village exploded in panic and accusation. "She's cursed," they screamed. "Everyone she loves dies." Their fear turned to hatred. They called her a witch, a harbinger of misfortune. They did not wait for proof. With sticks and stones, they chased her from her home, her cries falling on hearts too afraid to listen. Adora wandered into the forest, broken. Night came swiftly, cloaking the trees in shadow. The cries of distant animals echoed like taunts. She collapsed onto a rotten log, starving and hopeless. That was when the old woman appeared, an ethereal figure, with hair as white as snow and eyes glowing like twin moons. Her feet floated above the ground. She called herself Mame Ama, and she spoke with a voice that echoed from the grave. "I can end your suffering," she said. "How?" Adora asked. "Through power, through vengeance." Anger welled up in Adora. She had lost everything: her family, her name, her dignity. All she wanted now was to make them feel her pain. "Yes," she whispered. That night, by the river's edge, beneath the gaze of the crescent moon, Adora was reborn, bathed in a thick black liquid. She shed her old life and emerged as someone new, someone feared. She became Madam Lickfinger, bearer of a secret recipe and a curse too dark to name.